Hello and welcome back, YouTube. Yeah, I'm leaving out a little bit late, which is just another day at this point. 1:49 p.m. Monday, November 20th, 2023. Damn, where did this year go? TV sitting there at the dumpster that doesn't even look remotely old. I remember when TVs used to be something that stuck around the household for about 20 years. Now, that thing doesn't even look 5 years old that was sitting at the dumpster. Hoping it's still there when I get home. Might have to scavenge that thing for some parts. I love tinkering with parts on TVs. And who knows, it might even be an easy fix, although I need another TV like I need a hole in the head. I checked Google Maps before heading out. I used to do that all the time. Lately I just got lazy with it, but glad I did, because it shows that the 202 is pretty much clear all the way to the mini set. So I would have been up and out on time, except for, and this is a familiar story, I actually really wanted to get another chapter of my vlog posted before I left out the door. I've been kind of slowly working on editing the one I'm uploading, and there's nothing particularly spectacular about it. It was just me trying to edit out all the little bits of dead time and little bits of stammering, as I was trying to edit something that was 37 minutes down to hopefully under 30, which I ended up giving up on that. I just found a point where it's like the neighbors had a bounce house set up over the weekend. Somehow I missed that. Yeah, it just became a lost cause, and I found a point where it made sense to just cut off every video that was after that. Still waiting for the city of Phoenix to start enforcing this shopping cart law, one where it makes it illegal to steal a shopping cart like that. I came to a point where it was just made no sense to keep going forward, and I knew I didn't have time to edit anything more, so I just deleted 2 or 3 clips that I had in iMovie after the point where I decided to stop it, exported it, posted it, and now I'm just running a little bit late to work, so I guess mission accomplished. Wow, I never noticed how many people are parallel parked in that street to the right there. I have to wander through there one of these days. I got a feeling it's probably due to apartment complexes in the area not having adequate parking. There's more and more people picking up more and more roommates to survive, and apartments where normally one person would be living and now have 3 adults living, pulling their resources together, trying to make ends meet. Yeah, definitely some changes in the economy over the last couple of years, 3 years. What changed in the last 3 years to make the economy go to shit? I'm not going to be one of those channels. There's a million other YouTube channels where you can get explanations of that, and I think we all know what that is. And it's another data center going in on the right. Same piece of property, same general campus. So I said last night I was going to look into when my court date is, so I was a little more solid mentally on that, and then go contact the rep from when car can't decide what lane wants to be in. Check with the rep from Pro Logistics regarding what looked like a really good forklift job that was super close to home. So yeah, I didn't get that done. I did look at the court order because it's stuck to my fridge under a giant magnet that has a picture of the president in one of his excellent confused looking poses, which is pretty much all of them these days, with the caption, "Who shit my pants?" Oh yeah, underneath that is my court order. And do I remember exactly what it is now? No. I knew it was far enough I didn't need to worry about it. I think it's the 28th or the 29th. traffic until right at the intersection. I've said it many times, I'll say it again. I think right here is a pinch point that could easily be alleviated by having 2 lanes splitting off to the right. I mean, that wouldn't do anything about the backup going on to I-10, but it would take care of this backup. Although, admittedly, this backup isn't bad. I'm fine. It's nice to see 1 lane for the 51 North and 1 lane for the 10 East to go south. Speaking of I-10, shocked in the news to hear that the stretch of I-10 that was nearly destroyed by the fires of some hobos out in Los Angeles is reopened. I haven't dug any deeper into that story, but my guess is they just inspected it and came to the conclusion that the fire damage wasn't too terribly bad and that it was safe to reopen, because they certainly haven't had time to rebuild it. Maybe they need to have the Chinese Supreme Leader go visit LA so LA can clean up the way that San Francisco just did. The zone cleaned up, but as you can see, Phoenix has not housed or eliminated its homeless problem. It just stopped them from camping in one specific area. As you can see, we've got a bum on the right here flying a sign. It's not usually bums flying signs at this intersection. That's what eliminating the zone accomplished. It just kind of spread the bums out into different spaces and bumming on new corners. Not really much else to say. I went home last night, started editing my vlog, decided that I was too tired for that. And every time I tried to work on the editing, I just found myself dozing off and unable to focus on it. But it still took me hours to get to sleep. I mean, to get good sleep. I doze off and wake back up, doze off, wake back up. I kept trying to put some YouTube stuff on as background noise. A little XNXX at the self-service pump of love, since Priscilla's lost interest in taking care of my needs on that front. Although she's still texting me about her plumbing problem. Said her landlord was there working at her pipes. I told her I was laying in bed thinking about cleaning my own pipes. Made some pretty damn good time getting over here right now. It's 1:59, so I'm sure I'll be clocking in within. I still can't remember if it's a 5-minute or a 10-minute window. I remember the first time I was a little bit late. I said I was gonna go check the onboarding stuff, and I never ever have. It's just become clear that actually showing up here is enough to keep the job here. And there's been a lot of turnover since I started in July. I mean, I still see a lot of people I recognize. There's some people who've been here, you know, for years. But yeah, a lot of turnover. Seems like there's new up-down drivers every week. A lot of attractive female up-down drivers too, but it's why I don't even make an effort to get to know them. Definitely a rental car there on the left. Probably headed back to Hertz. We have so many of those Dodges. And the obvious way I could tell that was a rental car, and I doubt that at this resolution my phone was able to catch it, but on the Arizona plates, the tag that would normally have the expiration date on it. A little black square. It says PERM, which is short for permanent. Because rental cars get special registration and special plates in Arizona that don't have an expiration like regular passenger car plates. And that's what they say on the tags. As I lived there, they are actually working on replacing the bulbs in the lamps around here. I don't know if that's Hertz doing that or if that's the city of Phoenix doing that, but it's kind of nice that some of the really dark spaces on this lot are no longer being really dark spaces. Although I'm sure some of the drivers that like to go hide in dark spaces are not happy about it, but I, for one, am appreciative of it. I mean, when I feel the need to hide, I can always just hide in the car. It's not that difficult of a thing to do. Or go up to the rental car center and hide in the bathroom. Oh goodness, I'm giving away all my secret hiding spots, aren't I? Anyway, I'm here. Time to get my ass to work.